What do you think is the big reason why, for example, people struggle to maybe go over like 100K a month to $1 million a month? What do you think that, because that's a big jump to try and get through?
I'll tell you. So just for context, I charge $5K an hour for consulting. I've done it for 600 different people. 90% have paid again. And 90% of my calls are the same problem. Okay. And all of them solve it.
Yeah.
And while some people may think it's a technical thing, they don't know how to run marketing. They don't know. It's literally just a mental barrier block that is too much money for them to make, and they can't make that kind of money. It's crazy to think about it. But like even like 3 days ago, I had a call with this kid out of the UK, does 120K a month. And he's like, yeah, I want to get to 500K a month. I'm like, okay, what do you need to do? He's like, oh, I just need to do more of what I'm doing, blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay, cool. So like you're charging 2K a month right now. Why don't you charge 4K a month? He's like, oh, well, it's not worth it. And like, he's giving me all the reasons. He's convinced himself that he can't charge $4,000 a month. I was like, listen, bro, on your next sales call, this is exactly how I want you to pitch it. And you're going to close for 4K a month. And he had no contracts. I was like, 4K a month, 6-month contract. And you're walking out of there charging double and getting a 6-month contract instead of 0. He's like, bro, I don't know if they're going to be able to I'm like, listen, pitch it like this. It's all in your brain. Just understand that they will say yes. You just have to understand that. Cool. Next day, got an Instagram message. Bro, just closed the deal. 4K, 6 months, $24,000. Like, done. New unlock, done. Right? Another person that I worked with, actually, he's in my mastermind. He was working with an email client, or a client that was doing emails with them, and charged them $4.5K a month. I didn't know that it was their client at the time, but anyways, they left them and they worked with us. And I charged them like $25,000 for that same service. And every month the client hits me up, bro, your team is incredible, best decision ever, blah, blah, blah. Point is, I charged 5.5 times more. And then he had an unlock when I told him that. He's like, holy fuck, what am I doing charging 4.5K? His next 3 deals were 12.5K a month each. Same service, $8,000 more a month in pure margin, right? And that's the difference between someone that makes 100K a month and $1 million a month. Like, we can talk operations, you need more acquisition, all that shit's obvious. But the thing that's not obvious, which is why they can't see it because it's inside their head, is the fact that they have created a mental barrier, that they have told themselves that I can't do that, or it's harder for me to do, or it's not possible because people won't react this certain way. And honestly, the biggest unlock is that, man, because I still have a notebook where I like wrote my goals down in 2020 and 2021. And dude, my goal was like, my unattainable goal was $70,000 a month. And like, if we do that in a day, it's like an average day. You know what I mean? I used to think that 70K a month was like unattainable. I was literally like, if we hit like goal 50K, if we hit 70K, like we celebrate blah, 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 right? Like it was like impossible goal. I put in quotes, like, and I couldn't even fathom that was possible. And 3 years before that, I couldn't fathom making $100,000 a year was possible, right? But as soon as I realized how possible it was, and that's because of exposure, right? People like you make a lot of money. I meet someone else who makes a lot of money. Now on my level, I meet people who are like making hundreds of millions of dollars a year. And I'm like, I'm retarded. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like,
it's perspective.
Yeah. Right. And like maybe 2 years ago, I'm like, dude, there's no way I can make $100 million a year. And now I'm like, I'm retarded if I don't. Like, these people can do it. Like, why can't I? It's literally just a mental unlock. And when you can crack that and like truly believe it, not just like, I told myself I can make, like when you truly believe that that's what you can attain and it's worth it, like things come a lot easier and they happen. If you cannot understand that mentally, you'll never get there. And that's really the biggest problem. I know you want a technical answer, but that's the honest answer. I'm telling you, this comes from hundreds of consulting calls.
It's probably the gut feeling answer that I also see in people, because I just tell people just fucking, you should not charge enough. Do you think that's the biggest thing? Most people aren't charging as high as they should be charging?
It's all of it. It's
or even the confidence, conviction behind everything.
Yeah, I think it's more. That's just a sub piece, but it's more like the mental aspect of playing bigger. Like, they play smaller because they don't think they can play bigger. Whether that's charging more, running more ads, making more content. You know what I mean? Like hiring more team members, going to more events, whatever the fuck it is. Everyone has a different aspect based on what their business is, but they don't play bigger because they don't think that they can do that thing or make more or whatever it is. And sometimes, like, you know, actually we were talking about Dan Henry earlier, like he gave an example, like, you know, a surgeon who operates on a surgeon. It's not him, it's another surgeon. It's because, like, if you're operating on yourself, you know, you're scared, you can't understand everything, you can't see it the proper way. But if someone externally is operating on you, they can see it without emotion, they don't shake, they're not scared. And it's the same for this. Like, sometimes the mental unlock comes external from someone calling you a bitch or making sure you understand that you are limiting yourself. And sometimes people need that, and that's why coaching exists, and that's why consulting exists. And, you know, if someone's listening to this, like, I really hope you self-reflect, and whatever the fuck your goal is right now, like, you know, 5x that shit for this year and watch how you hit that. Like, it's literally that simple, because once you force yourself to find a way to plan to hit it, if I'm at 100K a month right now and I'm like, I want to be at 200K by the end of the year, then I'm going to build all my plans and my outputs to get me to 200K. But if I'm like, I want to be at $1 million a month by the end of the year, I'm going to build my outputs to get me to $1 million a month. And I'm going to forecast and project and see what I absolutely need to do to make it happen. And at the end of the day, bro, if my family's life is on the line, if I don't make $1 million a month, I guarantee you I will find a way to make $1 million a month. I don't give a fuck what it takes, right? I won't sleep until I make $1 million a month. But people just don't have that urgency. And therefore they set the goal too low. And because they set the goal too low, they miss that low goal. But they miss, you know, if I miss the big goal, I'm still like 700-800K a month, I'll take it. I don't need to hit $1 million, right? But if I miss the 200K and hit 170, it's like the gap is so big. And it's all just because of a mental decision that I can do it. And what do I need to do to actually get it done?
Now, if you enjoyed this clip and you're a coach, creator, or a business owner and you want help in terms of how to scale your business using ads, AI, content, marketing, a lot of things we talk about on the show, then hit the link at the top line of our description in the YouTube video. You can book on a call with us and we'll walk through the whole process, audit your business, and show you where there's huge, huge opportunities for you to scale.